What's up, it's Roy here. So today I have the rugged bad boy, the OtterBox Defender Pro here for you. It is for my iPhone 14 Pro, but obviously they make it for other iPhones. I'll put some links down below. I can't find it on Amazon for some reason, so I'm just gonna put a generic link to OtterBox's website. So if you wanna buy it, I have black. It comes in like 5 different colors. It's 69 bucks, so yeah, it's a little pricey, but you get what you get when you buy an OtterBox Defender Pro. Looking at the packaging here, very simple packaging. I've always been a fan of OtterBox's packaging because you can touch and feel it if you're like a Best Buy or something. Got the model and all that up here. Drop Plus, 4 times tested to military standards, so it's an insane drop protection case. Multi-layer defense, and it's made with more than 50% recycled plastics. 5G compatible, all that fun stuff. Defender Pro in the back. And then all the stuff back here is essentially what we're going to talk about in this video. So let's get this bad boy out here. So unboxing is pretty simple. Kind of slide it on out. You got your belt clip here. So you want to pop that up so you can slide the case out, and then there we go. So we have the kickstand slash holster here, which we'll talk a little bit more about here in just a little bit. And here is the case itself. So the Pro is a multi-layer case, like it said. So whenever you lift up this portion here, you can actually give yourself a little bit quicker access to peeling off that top layer, and then that reveals your two-piece case design here. So we have our harder polycarbonate shell inside, and then our very flexible TPU material here. The interior of the case itself, though, has this extremely satisfying to touch padded material here. It says Defender Pro Drop Plus in there, but this is where your phone is going up against. But then this comes apart. So these little parts here, you just kind of use your finger and literally just kind of pop it apart, and that's it. So pretty easy peasy stuff here. So let's get this bad boy on. So let's show you how to do it. So as you can see, this is another piece of the puzzle here. So with the phone, you just place it in, and you just use this outer shell here, and you just put it on. You just kind of go around till it clicks on all the little parts that it needs to. And there you can see it's kind of all clicked in. Just make sure all these little parts right here are clicked in. And that's it. So then you got this on here. And then next is applying the actual outer shell part. And it's very simple. So you just put on the skin, and you just start working those sides, get it all on, and then you just start pushing. So once you start pushing it on, it's actually a very easy install. And that's all she wrote. And there it is. So here is the Defender Pro installed on my iPhone 14 Pro. Very rugged design. The case itself, the whole thing is extremely grippy. So that is a huge plus for folks that want a grippy case. So with this one, you got these cool little patterns here. You got some OtterBox branding there. With the actual design, there is like this really nice like rugged texture right here that's grippy. So as you run your finger across it, you can feel that running up and around this whole entire back of the case. The camera bump design is very slim looking, as you can see there. It's not a huge lip, but what it does is it recesses in those lenses very nicely, so that way you can see that there is going to be some great protection there for your camera lenses. But yeah, that back is super grippy. No fingerprint issues, no smudge issues. It's just a grippy case. But with it being so grippy, taking it in and out of your pocket, that's something to think about, because it does collect lint a little bit depending on how linty your pockets are, if that makes sense. On the sides here, we do have, once again, this very grippy texture right here. It is extremely grippy. The power button's right there, so it's a very nice squared kind of rectangular shape raised power button. And then moving to the bottom here, we can kind of see that rounded corner, and then that reveals that we have the flap here that does cover up the port. But that's nice because then that helps protect it from getting like dust and lint and stuff like that. And then when you are ready to charge it, you just put it in, and then this kind of just rests on top of your charger. Over the years, I've never had this fail me or affect my charging any of my other phones. And then when you close it, it's pretty easy. And then nice cutouts for the speakers. On this side here, once again, just a bunch of grip, raised volume up and down buttons as you can see there. And then a flap once again for the alert slider. And then moving to the top, that's the look top down, so you get a good idea of what that looks like. And then moving to the front, you can see that we have some very good screen protection. So the forehead and chin is a lot more prominent. You have that harder shell right there, and then you get the more TPU material there. And then when we're looking at the actual cutout for the speaker grill, that's what you're getting right there. So yeah, pretty nice. It is tempered glass friendly. I did take off my tempered glass screen protector a couple of days ago, but I know for a fact it is tempered glass friendly as well. So now let's go ahead and see how shaky this bad boy is. So if I put it face down on my desk here, there is absolutely no shake going on. And then when I put it back down, there is a tiny shake, but I'm saying tiny, guys, like very, very nice considering this is a big rugged case. That slim back design type of look there actually helps quite a bit with the wobble kind of on a tabletop. So next, let's go ahead and do the clicky button test. So let's start with that power button first. Volume up and down. Okay, so buttons are clicky, very similar to the Symmetry case where they're clicky but they're not loud. So once again, I'm okay with that as long as I get that more responsive feel. I'm okay if it's not extremely loud like a mechanical keyboard almost. And then now let's see how easy it is to use that alert slider. So even though we got a flap here, how easy is it to do that? And as you can see, not that hard. You do have to kind of play with it since you have to kind of make sure to use your finger to lift up and leave that flap out of the way. But once you figure that part out, it's actually not that hard at all. So very easy to do. And then now let's grab my MagSafe charger and slap that on. So it is MagSafe charging compatible, but there's no MagSafe magnets, so it's not gonna stay on. So this is really only gonna be meant for the folks that wanna maybe put it on a table. You know, it's just gonna charge it, but it's not gonna be able to stay on it. So that's just something to think about, but at the end of the day, it is what it is because it is a very rugged case. So people might not really care about that, but at least you can Qi wireless charge it with your MagSafe charger or a regular Qi wireless charger. So while we're finishing up here, let's go ahead and talk about the holster. So the holster is a harder shell once again. You got the OtterBox branding there, very simple design. But what's unique and nice about this is obviously you can, you know, clip it on your belt loop or something like that if you wanted to. But with this, what's really the winner is being able to click it in, and there we go. And now it's locked into place. And what that's going to allow you to do is to be able to, once you have your phone inside of the actual case or holster here, it can act as a kickstand. So you can have it like this where it's leaned back a little bit, so that way you can see that that's how that design is. Or what you could do is twist it, so you can twist it to get that desired direction and have it sitting up more upright, so that way you're doing it like that. Another way you could do it is having it this way. So you have this part on the table, and as you can see, it's just leaned back even more, but it's just a few different ways that you can do it. But the way that they have this design here, which I want to show you that real quick, the way that I like to do this, I mean, one, you could just push that and it closes. It's pretty loud, so it's satisfying, but it is loud. I like to actually just kind of leave my finger in it and then just let it close instead of just slamming shut. But there's a million different people out there that are like, why would you do that? But yeah. Anyways, yeah, so if you're a fan of the holster, you get a holster with it. You can do it this way, or you can put it in facing the actual holster, so that way the back is what's exposed, not the screen. So if you like to wear this on your belt loop, then at least it comes with it. so not too shabby. So there we have it, guys. There is the OtterBox Defender Pro case. So hopefully this video was helpful. I think it's going to be a great case, guys, for the person who's a rugged person, right? Someone rough on their phones. This is for you. It's a very rugged case, feels very good, but it's super, super grippy too, which I really, really, really like as well. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.